Okay, the first step, it's super important that the saw has to be water cooled. It's very important that the sample is not heated while cutting, otherwise you're going to change the microstructure. I suppose. Hardness, mechanical properties. Action. So now after this cutting with the water cooling to keep the mechanical properties intact, what we're going to do is we're going to wash it with isopropyl alcohol and then an ultrasonic bath to get rid of any debris or impurities. After that, it's set into Bakelite and then polished for a mirror-like finish. We are now at the lab to test the hardness of this MIM sandal. What we want to do is take this sandal, cut it somewhere in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact, but in this direction. After that, we place it in Bakelite or epoxy resin, and it has to be polished to a mirror-like finish. It's not enough to just grind it, it has to be polished.
Not grinding, just polish. Yeah.
No grinding, only polish. You can see it here in this microscope. We have a polished sample, and we'll move from here. This is in Bakelite. It doesn't have to be Bakelite. It can be epoxy resin. It's just important to have the surface polished to the finest degree possible. From here you can see in the microscope. This part is the sandal itself. Okay, this is the Bakelite here. And you can see the teeth. Now, the first location for testing the micro hardness has to be as close. It's on the tooth itself, but it has to be as close to the edge as possible. Maybe 0.1 millimeters from the edge, and then the next point will be just up there. Then another one. Has to be about 5 or 6 points, with approximately 0.1 to 0.15 millimeters between one point to the next. Here we can see that's the Vickers or micro Vickers hardness test. You can see that the sample in the Bakelite is placed in its position, and here on the screen you can see that we have already four sample locations that have been tested. So the first one is really close to the edge, and then everyone is about 0.1 millimeters apart. Now, the things that are important is the polishing, the distance between two sample points, and the fact that there's only supposed to be one grinding or polishing act in this entire test. So you polish once and then you test at different locations. It's very important not to polish and test and then polish again and test again, because every time you're going to change the microstructure.
Grinding and test, grinding and test
Yeah.
again, not polish.
Okay.